Hello people, namaste. How have you all been, guys? I hope you all are taking precautions as we see these coronavirus numbers are picking up again in a lot of countries, including where I live. So I just hope and I advise you all to stay home if possible, avoid any gatherings if you can, and yes, just stay safe and stay healthy. So today's video is about eye makeup, like a basic and everyday go-to eye makeup. Now this particular thing, I feel it isn't as necessary as compared to other makeup that you use on your face, which mostly you use to do some sort of correction, if that's the case. Like I do use some correction techniques for my nose, for my jawline, for my cheekbones, and a little bit on my forehead, and yes. Whereas eye makeup I would use to add some sort of, drama, or to add some sort of depth or dimension, or to make them appear larger than they actually are, or just to simply make them more attractive and to draw attention to my eyes. It also will depend on how I'm feeling that particular day. If I want to, go with a very vibrant color, I would do that. If I just want to keep it very nude and subtle, I will choose colors accordingly, because makeup itself is an art, is a creative form of self-expression. And when it comes to eye makeup, this particular thing, this statement is even more relevant and so true, because you can be really super creative when it comes to eye makeup. There are no boundaries. But to reach there, you definitely need a lot of practice, a lot of training, a lot of experimentation, if that's where you want to go. And having said that, you certainly need to start somewhere. And if you're somebody who has just started their makeup journey, or if you're somebody who has been doing face makeup already but hasn't ventured into eye makeup, or working with pigments and colors, or if you're somebody who is scared to try to do your own eye makeup by yourself, or if you just have been using eyeliners and kohls, just those two items for your eyes, and you are bored of it and you want to go to the next level, then girl, you are on the right video. I will be sharing here some very basic, easy ways, tips to you can just start right away with. So without wasting any time, let's begin. Just to let you know, I did finish my base makeup with foundation, with contouring, with blush, and yes, and setting powder. And I haven't done anything around my eyes, no concealer, nothing, because I wanted to show you how you can do it right from the beginning. First product that I'm gonna start my eye makeup with is a primer. And this is a very important, I would say it's a mandatory product when it comes to eye makeup. And I would say that I was in denial of this product for a very long time, and I did experience a lot of creasing just after say 1 hour of application of my eyeshadow, because I wasn't using a primer. Then I did some research because I wanted to find out a way that that can help me avoid any sort of creasing, and I came across eye primers. Like, these are great, and these are you must use it when you're wearing an eyeshadow, because these will not only just prevent any sort of creasing, but they will also help your eyeshadow to stay longer than usual. So the one that I'm using here is from Urban Decay, and it is in the shade Aiden. Now this one is a bit lighter for me, but I think it's fine because anyways I'm going to eventually cover it with a concealer and then a setting powder, and so it's okay. Even if it is a bit lighter shade, it will not show. So I'm going to use a really tiny bit. This product is going to last you like forever. I use it like just 1 dot on top of this eye and 1 dot, maybe just slightly more, and that's it. You don't need a lot of product. And then I'll just go with my finger and I will just blend it. And I'll do the same thing on the other eye as well. Now the second product that I'm going to use here is a concealer, and here I'm using NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer in the shade Golden Honey. Just a little bit. That's all, and then I'll blend it with a beauty blender. I'm gonna set it with the setting powder. So now the most important thing, which color to choose. So if you are a beginner, my advice to you is use a bronzer or any nude shade. I'm here using a bronzer to demonstrate how you can, just create a very simple, very basic eye makeup that you can wear every single day. And yes, I'm gonna use my bronzer. I'm using Hoola bronzer from Benefit Cosmetics, and I'm not gonna use the brush that it comes with. Obviously not for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use this brush from Zoeva. It says Luxe Crease and the number is 228. So I'm going to lightly swirl my brush in the bronzer. Yeah. Do not waste and tap off any excess. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to just in the crease, just in the eye socket, and I'm going to move the brush like little circular motions and going from outward to inward. It's very important, like when you're doing your eye makeup, be very gentle with, picking up the color from your palette, because you can anyways, you can build up the color as you go, but it's really difficult to go back. If you have done a mistake, it's difficult. So just go step by step. You can build up the pigments as per your liking. Now I'm going to go second time, tap off, remove any excess, and just go again. Now this time when I do it, I will just stay, just under the bone, and I will not go up like I was going before. You can do just a little bit of this. So, if you are a fan of cat eye, just taking some more product and going again. Bronzer would be the safest color to begin with, because it is something which is very close to your actual skin tone. So even if it goes wrong, people will not notice it the way they can notice if it goes with some color. Second brush that I'm going to use here is from Sephora, and it says a smudge and it's in the number 10. So I'm going to dip this brush straight into my color, tap off any excess, and then I'm going to use this brush just under my eye. now I'm gonna put mascara. So let's do it. You can see that after I did my mascara, I do have, you know, some mascara that has gone, you know, on my eyelids just above the lash line. I'm just going to use a Q-tip here and, you know, just clear it up. It will end up giving my eyes a bit more of, you know, smudged look, which is kind of, you know, I think it's a great technique. I will just let it dry, say for 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, and then I will just clean it up. And then I'll take the other side and do the same thing. We have to be very gentle. Yes, so that's how you can do this very simple, basic, everyday go-to eye makeup. And this is really good for people who are just, you know, starting with eye makeup, because, you know, the color is very safe to play with. Even if it goes here and there slightly, it won't matter. And, you know, once you are used to you know, swirling the brush onto your lids and, you know, the whole motion and, you know, how much color you should pick in one time, once you are accustomed to that, then you can, you know, really go out and explore with vibrant colors. Now, one thing you can also do is you can just add a bit of a shimmer or, you know, any sort of metallic eyeshadow. But just make sure that the color that you're using should complement the bronzer. So what I'm using here is a very like a rose peachy sort of color, and it's kind of nude, I would say, but it has shimmer into it. So I'm just going to take a little bit onto my finger, if you can see, and I'm just going to tap it on to my eyelid. One thing when you're working with metallic eyeshadows or glitters, always make sure when you are applying it, just use tapping motion instead of, you know, swirling or swiping, because that's the best way to apply and make sure that they are applied exactly where, you know, you intended them to be. So yes, that's how you can do this very simple everyday go-to eye makeup look. So yes guys, I hope you have liked this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and please make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I will see you all very soon in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.